High-intensity light includes ultraviolet rays, X-rays, and gamma rays. Ultraviolet rays. The reason why we get sunburn is because of the sun. The sun is one major source of ultraviolet rays. Powerful telescopes like the Hubble Space Telescope use ultraviolet light to be able to see faraway stars. Did you know that some insects such as bumblebees can see ultraviolet light? X-rays. One wavelength is as small as an atom. X-rays were discovered by William Röntgen, a German scientist. These rays can penetrate soft tissue like skin and muscle, and they are also used to take pictures of bones. Gamma rays. One wavelength is the size of a nuclei. Gamma rays are sometimes used in treating cancer and in taking detailed images of diagnostic medicine. They are produced in high-energy nuclear explosions and supernovas.
We interviewed people who are frequently exposed to high-intensity light.
Hi, I'm Kitty Gayon, student-athlete from Delfin School, and my sport is track and field.
I'm Gabby King, and I swim and play tennis.
Hi, I'm Nanjo Antonio, student-athlete, captain of the 50.
How many hours a day are you exposed to high-intensity EM waves or high-intensity light?
Well, I'm exposed 2 to 3 hours.
2 to 3 hours a day.
In tournaments, I'm exposed like 8 hours.
What do you think are the harmful effects of frequent exposure to high-intensity EM waves or high-intensity light?
Frequent exposure will increase the risk of cancer, and it's bad for the eyesight as well.
Cancer, blackness, sunburn.
It causes sunburn and maybe cancer in the future.
How do you ensure protection from these hazardous effects that high-intensity EM waves or high-intensity light give off?
I will apply sunblock regularly and wear shades.
I wear a cap, sunglasses, or sunblock.
I'll use sunblock and I would wear a cap.
We interviewed a doctor that specializes on dermatology to enlighten us on protecting ourselves on UV rays from the sun.
I'm Dr. Jenny Pua. I specialize in dermatology.
How many hours should one be normally exposed to the sunlight?
There's a lot of factors that we need to consider with that question. First is what's the skin type of the person? In general, we're also considering the type of sun exposure that we're talking about. If you can get exposed to the sun safely during the hours of from 6 o'clock till 9 o'clock, and then in the afternoon maybe around 4 o'clock till 6. But I don't recommend being exposed in the middle of the day because that's when the sun's rays are the strongest. The safe sun exposure on the average is about 30 minutes to an hour for a person.
What are the safety precautions one should take?
Like what I said, you pick the hours that you're going to be exposed to the sun. Avoid those hours where the sun's at its strongest. You need to put sun protection, sunscreens before 30 minutes before sun exposure. You can also wear protective clothing. Some clothes now have a built-in sun protection factor so that you don't burn. There's some oral photoprotective agents, capsules that you can take so that you don't burn yourself. That also helps.
What are the possible illnesses one can get from too much exposure to the sun?
There's a whole lot. They classify it into the non-melanoma and the melanoma skin cancers. So the melanoma skin cancers are those that you get from moles that become cancerous. And we form more moles when we're more sun exposed.
What are the ways to prevent these illnesses?
So just the awareness of that, constant reapplication of sunscreens, protective clothing, staying out of the sun, it will help a lot.
What is the relationship of frequent exposure on health and overall wellness?
Aside from those diseases, the skin gets very leathery, and 90% of our aging comes from the sun. When you poke a needle through them, it sort of bounces off just because the skin is very sun damaged. And obviously you get a lot of sunspots, pigmentation.
We hope this video helped you understand the effects and dangers of high intensity light and how to protect yourself from it. Thank you for watching.